He's on his way. He's busting into Hollywood. He's busting into Hollywood. He's waited at bus stops all his life. He's been in and out of those places. Wherever he's been looking for, I tell him that there's so much more in Hollywood. Hollywood. And you know he's going to be dressed to kill. He's going to find a brand new thrill. Whatever he's been looking for, I told him that there was so much more in Hollywood. Hey, people, how y'all doing? Lord, there is breaking news. There is breaking news. People, we're on YouTube, right? We've been following the story of the show for quite a while now. So certain people have been bragging about going to Los Angeles in April. As we know now, April has turned to May. So we're through with April. So that did not happen. The show did not happen in April, as promised, right? So now we're seeing that the Vegas gate, or whatever they call the Vegas situation, is going to be in June. So the money that was collected before COVID is now being used for the event in Vegas in June, right? And so people are saying, is Vegas now going to replace April? In other words, are they going to be filming in Vegas? That's it, people. That's it. That's the dilemma. Because some people are saying, what they plan to do, if there even is a show, which there are dozens and dozens and hundreds of people who believe that there is no show. But if there is a show, are these people going to be filmed in Vegas and use the actual people who show up in Vegas as part of the show? To merge the two. Only this time, these participants will be buying their own damn tickets and their own damn Vegas hotel rooms. They'll be paying for their own trip and their own food. It's brilliant. I tell you, it is brilliant if they're going to try to pull this off. Since they've basically eliminated all of their participants, some people are saying it makes sense to just film club chat, right? Or maybe they'll make this the big climactic scene, right? Because all these other shows, I mean, they have started, got in the middle, filmed, published, presented. They've done everything in the same time it takes this show to even record. So perhaps this will be the climax. Because I'll remind you, people, that when I was initially contacted about this damn show, I was told or asked, do I have a costume for Vegas? Because initially, the primary thing was Vegas, right? The excitement built around the show. But the primary thing was always Vegas, right? It was going to be a big ball. We could all celebrate the great Sean Bradley. I'm just saying. What happened to April? No explanation. Just move on like nothing ever happened. Okay. Sit on that for a minute. Hi, you guys. How you doing? How y'all doing today? Let me see, what's the other one? Georgia. Ooh, he's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. How y'all doing, Prima Wanda? Princess A. First name. How you doing, first name? I haven't seen you before. E Diva, all of you guys? This is only half of the story we're going to cover, but I think it's remarkably interesting that we're getting no explanation at all about what happened to the show. Is there a show? Is the show still going on? When Sean Bradley came on today, he ended his show saying that, oh, he was going to be ready for the show. He said, his quote was, if a bitch gonna be on TV, I want him to suck it all out. Which brings us to our next point. Sean Bradley has decided he's gonna lay on the table again. People. From what my understanding is, liposuction is for people who are morbidly obese, right? We have people on here that we would say, you know, that's a good thing for you. Good for you, honey. Because that surgery would really benefit their life if they could take off, if they have tremendous weight, more, you know, if they're morbidly obese. I mean, doctors use morbidly, they say I'm morbidly obese or whatever. But if they're a big person, we can understand liposuction, right? Sean Bradley is the same. Should I have stand up and do a little step turnaround? I was just there with him less than a year ago, right? He's just basically the same size as I am. Basically, you got a little gut. You got gut, but you say you're in your 30s, but I'm in my 60s. So there's a gut here, right? But Sean Bradley, whether he wants to accept it or not, is a man. He is a man. Why is he getting all this cosmetic surgery? When Sean Bradley had his last surgery, he said they were only able to, he says that his initial surgery was a scam and they only took 2 liters of fat out. What I'm thinking is he was dissatisfied because basically he didn't lose any weight. He feels like he can just eat anything he wants, do anything he wants, whatever, and then just get it sucked out at the end. Liposuction is for people who are morbidly obese, people who have arms with fat there. I ain't making fun of nobody. I'm just saying, arms, fat all over their body, right? To get a little gain in your stomach and have it sucked out, and then to go back 2 years later, is it 3 years later now, and get it sucked out now, but now you don't want 2 liters removed. You want 5 liters removed, he says. He was so happy because now I can tell the difference. I'm going to get 5 liters sucked out of my ass. And I have to wonder, how healthy is this situation? Here's what men do, Sean Bradley. If they get a little stomach and they want to get rid of it, they do pull-ups, sit-ups. They go to the gym and they work out, honey. I don't think that you're supposed to be laying under a knife because you have a little extra stomach. I just don't think that's the proper use of plastic surgery, right? Now he'll say, oh, people do it all the time, fixing themselves. Those are women. Women's bodies are different than men's bodies. If you want to tighten your stomach up, you work out, honey, and you stop eating so much. All of these elaborate card parties, you might have to stop that and lose the weight and tighten your stomach. You don't want to get into having an addiction to plastic surgery. In other words, every time you gain a couple of pounds, you go run into the goddamn doctor to have it sucked out again. What is that doing to your organs, honey? Liposuction is for people who are morbidly obese, people who are big, right? Their weight is going to affect their health. They could have a heart attack at any moment because they're so obese. Then it makes sense. But for some vain dude to go laying under a knife because under this COVID, they've gained 5 pounds. He said that he had already scheduled the surgery before the COVID lockdown, right? Where he's no bigger than me. Now I feel like a damn fool going there and pay somebody for liposuction because my stomach, I got a little bit of stomach, honey. Just work it off. But he's very happy about that. So he's decided. Later on, he's gonna put the club chat up on game. So we don't know what kind of scam is involved here, but to say I put somebody up on game, generally speaking, oh, look at that. This is the same emblem as that. Oh, that's the accident. Almost the same. Okay. Anyway, he'll put him up on game. He said the first procedure was a scam. They only took out 2 liters. Now you're gonna get 5 liters taken out. So you're gonna have these people just suck. Sean Bradley. When we saw, well, Oprah, I think lost hers naturally, but whatever. Let's say Al Roker. Al Roker was a big man. He was a big dude, right? Star Jones, she's a big woman. When we saw those people have liposuction, you know, they look better. Oh, it takes a little time to get things stretched back together. But as far as I know, men who gain a little girth in their stomach don't go and lay on the table and have surgery. I would even question your surgeons. Are they doing unnecessary surgeries? Because I'm imagining if somebody in your condition came into my office and told me they want lipo, and I can see that he's probably about he's no more than 250, about 240 probably. 240 pounds, full grown man. He said he likes his body, he just want to get rid of the stomach. I would think that would be sort of incompetent of the surgeon. We go in there and suck it in again. Well, when was the last surgery? Oh, 3 years ago. So you're gonna have it sucked out again. So when you go and pig out for the rest of the year, then you're gonna get another one the next year, because this surgery was scheduled for the beginning before COVID. That means at 2 years he was prepared to have another liposuction. No change in the diet, no exercise routine, no nothing. Just go suck it out so I can continue to live any way I want to live. Unfortunately, that's not the way it works. You don't change your habits, you're going to end up in the same situation. So we're concerned about you, Sean Bradley. We're concerned about you because we don't want to see a person develop an addiction to plastic surgery. So we're thinking that, well, if you're ready to lay up under a knife for a little punch in your stomach, honey, what's going to happen when that face falls? I mean, you say you're 30, you're in your late 30s? Girl, it's all downhill from there, basically. Shit. Unless you're ready to take care of yourself and work out and have regimens and control your eating, people don't get better looking listen, my opinion. People start looking good as they're teenagers, and then through their 20s, they're gorgeous. And then in their 30s, they're gorgeous. But at the end of the 30s, baby, which is just where he's at, the body starts to change. So what are you going to be doing, Sean Bradley? What are you going to be doing at 45? What are you going to do at 50? I don't know. You guys tell me, honey. This Sean Bradley, of all the people on YouTube, if you had to pick 3 people on YouTube who really should consider liposuction, would Sean Bradley be one of your choices? This guy, is this one of the ones who needs liposuction? You see, sometimes excess coin is not a good thing when people spend their money foolishly. Let's see. He says that he was going to have this surgery done in there where he lives at, right? But now he's got to go to DC. Damn, I got to go to DC. I want to just go in and get it sucked out and go. That is not how it works, Sean Bradley. That's why they have so many gyms, honey. That's why they have so many recipes for smoothies. This is why they have diet food, girl. This is why you have to learn to push away from the table. You're not morbidly obese. Then you're only talking about you a 30, you take a 36 waist. I'm surprised that the doctor's even allowed to do that. But obviously the doctor is just getting a paycheck too. I'm sorry, darling, for being so rude. Sometimes I had to talk so I won't forget what the hell I'm talking about. See, you see China Doll's emojis there? She's doing handstands. That's what you got to do. That's why you pay for a gym. I want a gun for Vegas. He did make reference. Oh, if you're going to be on, what was the quote? If you're going to be on TV, bitch. Well, I don't know about this being on TV, Sean Bradley. But I don't know if you're supposed to go and making alterations to the body. Someone else made that same what do you call that? Same announcement that they were going to get all this stuff done to their body before the next taping. And what happened? So if they would have got all that done to their bodies before the April taping, what would have happened? Nothing. There was no April taping. So if you're going to go and having these people suck into your body for some goddamn TV show, an imaginary TV show, what happens when the thing doesn't happen? In other words, if you take all this stuff that all these people you have filmed and all this, which basically they're all meet and greets basically, but you whip it all together, and then when Ty goes to try to sell it to somebody, perhaps nobody's going to want it. And okay, should you be cutting into your body for that? We have no indication that anybody is interested in it, honey, other than what the promoter is promoting, right? Or maybe this is for the VEGASGATE, but want to be looking fine. So is the VEGASGATE, is that going to be the next taping? We have to cut expenses. We ain't getting more money. So we just film them. I don't think it's a bad idea, to tell you the truth, because none of us were actors. We just people with the channels. So if you can film Club Chat and do whatever little thing you're doing, honey, get some kind of web series together or whatever, why not use them? If it don't cost you nothing, they already paid for the tickets. I don't know. I know they were definitely intending on taping that thing last year, right around the same time as Atlanta. They were planning on going to Vegas right after that. And they were also planning on taping that. So they wanted to know if I had a costume to fly out for that. They even offered to fly me out for that. What's your song? Just read my book. What was the song? He's on his way. He's busting into Hollywood. He's busting into Hollywood. You know he's going to be dressed to kill. He's going to find a brand new thrill. We had a few Hollywood songs, honey. How's the day, Uncle Tim? Oh, we're doing all right. It's kind of muggy in here today, but okay. Hello. Hello. Hello, it's me. Let me butcher a few more songs. So do y'all think that boy needs liposuction? I mean, seriously. I mean, he's not big. Now, I don't give Sean Bradley no kind of compliments ever, but I can say that he is not a big person where he needs to be considering cutting into his body to remove the fat when it's only a little bit. So I gotta show y'all. But they talk about my belly so goddamn bad, I don't give them no ammunition. But that's all it is. Now I feel like a fool trying to go and people putting tubes and cutting and shitting in my body because I got a little punch in my stomach, which people get, men get. It's only a matter of going to the gym 3 times a week. He said he was doing that. He said the last surgery was a scam because they didn't take it all out. I guess he wanted them to just make him skinny. Then he went on this long tirade today. Oh, I don't ever want to be that skinny again. Oh, I looked at those pants. They were 31. So what's the difference between pants that are 31 and 36? It ain't that big a difference, honey. Them telemarketer jobs must pay pretty good. He made a big thing out of the people jealous because they can't afford it. I don't know, honey. You affording big houses and all this stuff? You have to ask. Hi, Empress Lisa, the little doggy. He trying to be Sean Bradley. I don't give a damn how much you get sucked out. That's not going to do nothing about that face. I don't know what the answer there is, but I don't think that anybody going to notice that your stomach's a little smaller. Maybe you got to try a different beard. Maybe try a goatee, or I don't know what the solution is, but I don't think having no liposuction on your stomach is going to make any difference at all. Last time you did it, nobody even noticed you did it. Am I right or am I wrong? You were the same size after as you were. Oh, they only took out 2 liters. So you want to just eat and eat and eat and eat. And you want to accumulate 10 liters. And then you want them to suck it all out. And then you go back to eating again. Doesn't make any sense. You in your 30s, you should be healthy. Right? I'm not healthy at all. I was still going to the gym. Hi there, viewers of you. He needs braces and a, okay, so that's another thing you can work on. Getting those gaps, you know, get that teeth looking right. And a stylist to show him how to that beard. But he's almost totally great in his late 30s. God damn. I guess that's something in your genes. You can't really help it. But the beard is not really working because it stops here and all that. Maybe try a goatee or something. Get you somebody to help you, Sean Bradley. You know, get yourself an exercise regimen and so forth. Maybe you can work on the skin a little bit, some kind of way. I don't know. I don't know what would help you in that condition. Coco Puff, he needs braces and a stylist. I'm donating titties. What? You're donating titties? Oh, okay. Now, does he have titties? I never thought I had none about it. Sometimes it depends on how you sit in the chair. He said it's just the stomach. They ain't gonna touch them breasts. I've never noticed him being particularly big. And I was right there in the room with him. And I never, if he was big, I would have certainly have noticed that, right? Just like y'all saw the film, the film's all over YouTube. Not particularly, not big enough to get lipo. Now, a big man or somebody like that said they want to do something like that, I would say, great. Sounds like a great idea. You know, it's going to make a significant difference. Hi, B-Lou Rain. B-Lou Rain. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, B-Lou. I don't think I can mess that up. B-Lou Rain. Thanks for coming in, honey. You are exactly right. Prima Wanda. What did Prima Wanda say? Let me go see. I may be nosy. I get a lot of my best advice right here. I don't care about that kind of shit because I'm not trying to. What's he trying to do? He think he's gonna be sexy or cute? Somebody. Sean Bradley, you've been hanging around with too many women, honey. Most men are not gonna come to that conclusion. You are actually starting to believe you really do have a what you call it, the boy P. That's not. I mean, you just wouldn't come to that conclusion the size that you are. I hate to see you if you were really big. And don't get hooked on just doing plastic surgery, honey. Plastic surgery is, you don't need to always take a shortcut. Maybe slicing and dicing the face would help. I don't know. Maybe they can rebuild that mouth so it's not so big. You know, make it regular size like this. You don't need a mouth way over here like this. Having a clam bake. I guess you can't help what you look like, child. Save your money. Go buy you a BMW or something. If you're getting all that done, you getting lipo and all that, can't you just buy yourself a Beamer or something? The boys would probably like you better if you had a nice car. Because Sean Bradley, you are quickly approaching the time where you're going to have to pay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. You ain't going to be turning no heads because you're missing another inch on your stomach, child. They're probably going to affect you're going to tell you can't eat this, you can't eat that. Lipo, they just pull the fat out. Or the other one is when they actually staple your stomach. So you can't hold food. But my experience I think the other one is what I'm talking about though. When you can't hardly hold anything. So you eat and then you got to go to the bathroom. You eat, you got to go to the bathroom. And your body, your stomach, they make it small so you can't consume and you can't get all big, whatever. I don't know what lipo is exactly. I can imagine that it's called liposuction. You assume that means they're going to suck the fat out. Hopefully that won't have an effect on your organs. I think they want different behavior though when you get through. Last time the people had to, you so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think this video's about you. Don't you? Don't you? That is the right song. I should have sang that in my opening. You are so vain. Oh, that's why he put all that black shit in the beard and all that. Lord have mercy. How you, Gamish Carter? You off work? A whole mouth transplant. Do they do those? Maybe you can take it and put a human mouth on there, honey. So excuse me. I was born with a fish mouth. could you please put something a little smaller on my head, honey? He'd be like what's that thing, the Riddler or the Joker? With the mouth, it was all deformed and shit like that. He put makeup all over it. Sean Bradley, why did you do something? You surely there. How you getting all this money though, child? You done got this 6-bedroom house. You out there, you done build new fences, you done put new landscaping in, you done do. Are you, because he said he put it on his card. Now, Sean Bradley, we're hoping for you that you are not going into debt again. You know what happened last time and the time before that. You're getting all this. When you bought the house, you bought all new furniture in every room. You bought all new landscape, all new fences. You did all. You just keep doing stuff, and now you would think that, well, he's going to get caught up with his bills now, and you out there getting liposuction. We hope that someone is helping you to manage your money properly, right? So we hate to see you in another bankruptcy because you out here getting lipo twice in 3 years. Mm-hmm. You probably think this song is about you. They just don't write songs anymore. Mm-hmm. A gastric sleeve. Well, Whitney Hutton, if you saw him, you would say I would never come into your mind. This person needs to do any of that kind of stuff. They need to go to the gym and they need to do some sit-ups, push-ups, and maybe they need to stop having all these rib parties and stuff, or just have a smaller plate. You ain't got to eat everything. I know we know you bought it, but that don't mean you got to eat it all, honey. Invite some people over, let them help you eat, and tell them when they leave to take the leftovers. No, don't leave nothing here. When I have my little soirees at Thanksgiving, I always say, "Oh no, take it with you, honey. I don't want to be sitting up here for a whole week stuffing my face. If it's there, I'll eat it. Don't leave no sweet stuff here, especially. And every time they leave a little piece of cake or something, guess what? You down with PPP? Oh, yeah, you know me. I'm down with PPP. Yeah, you know me. Mm-hmm. So I was watching Miss Heidi. That's where I got my story from. We want to thank Heidi Fly for our story today. Of course, she leads me over to something else. That's what happens. You watch somebody's video, then that leads you to go check out this or go check, because there's so much. I know there's all kind of arguments going on, all that kind of stuff, but I find him particularly interesting, and I'm interested why they didn't come and tell us what happened to April. I mean, they could at least tell us if there is a show, but at the end, he said that he was getting ready for television. So I guess that's foolish. They're not even going to shoot you, but from here up, if they shoot you at all. A lot of people thinking that all that old silly footage you did in Orlando would be cut anyway, Bradley. They said, we don't want no Reverend Leroy imitations, honey. That might not fit in with all the other stuff they did. Uncle Tim, you need to. My rib, I ain't bothering the boy. Good thing nobody. See, he's scared. He don't want nobody to talk about it. Before, James Caldwell had to tell on him, right? So now he's getting out in front of the story. He's gonna tell everybody before they tell on him. But I think, Sean Bradley, you could have did that and nobody would have noticed, honey. I just don't see it, baby. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't think anybody's gonna notice your stomach. I just don't see it. But if you got the money to burn, I'm just saying, don't spend all your money, honey. Don't be a fool. Don't be rich. Hey, there's Spiller Boy's here. I didn't see him. Cancel. I wonder why that thing keep popping up. This thing says whatever. Where is Spiller Boy at? Let me speak to the darling. Spiller Boy TV. Hi, Spiller Boy TV. How you doing? Well, your boy's going back under. He's going back under, honey. Going back under the knife. Girl. Don't be out there going up under the knife over this bullshit. Right? Ladies, y'all know there are a lot of people, y'all got your girlfriends, you got all your cousins, nieces, aunties, and all that stuff. Y'all know there's some people that will benefit from liposuction, and when they decide to do it, it's a great thing. Everybody wants to celebrate it, right? But some dude, some man, he went from a size 32 pants to a size 36, even considering the lockdown or whatever. They went up two sizes on their pants, and then they don't have liposuction. That's just lazy, honey. That's just plain lazy. Get your ass on the floor and do your sit-ups like all other men. I think he hangs around with women too much. I really do. Because some things about him, he seems to think that he is a woman. I am woman, hear me roar. I think so. So we ain't getting no explanation about what happened with Los Angeles. Remember, people were going to go there and they were going to beat up 7 stars and all that stuff. I guess all that fell apart. And let me see. He needs to work out and get a personal trainer. That's it. Work out, be a personal trainer. If you got enough money for a liposuction, go and buy yourself a new car or something, honey. Or buy you some diamond earrings or something. Put it to use. Last time you got the damn thing, nobody even knew you had it. Somebody had to tell us that you even had the damn lipo. It is vanity. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. If he was Big Man TV, I would get it BJ. Huh? I would get it BJ. What did the BJ mean? If he was Big Man. Yeah, Big Man or somebody like that, you know, I think it'd be a great thing. See the brand new them, you know, start over again. That is the proper use of liposuction. Right? Y'all see Reverend Alden got his off. Reverend Al, he lived his whole life as a big man. And at some point he said, enough. I'm concerned about my heart. I'm concerned about my organs. I want to live. He got his surgery. But you could even do it for vanity purposes. But I just don't see how you're doing anything. And plus a stomach. Whatever. Do whatever you want to do, honey. I know them damn jobs at the telemarketer must be paying awful good. Is he back on a regular job now? Cucumber and lemon juice. Water since the day on an empty stomach. Oh, but his ain't ever empty. No, it's never empty, honey. He enjoys big plates of food. No, it's a sacrifice. You got to relearn how to live. But I had to cut out the sugar and all that kind of stuff, you know, for other health reasons. This thing's about to drive me crazy. Y'all who have Apple computers, I keep getting this sign. I've been doing it for a whole week now. It keeps popping up. It says leave site. Changes you may not. What are they doing that for? It keeps popping up. I got to keep canceling or I can't move my chat. Yeah, I got to get this electric shit real slow. He needs to gag on. Well, I mean, some people will go throw up. That's another that can lead to another disease, though. If you just can't stop eating. But I believe that even after you get the surgery, you still got to stop eating, right? If you're going to keep it down, so if they're not stable in your stomach or anything, it's just going to blow back up again, right? You're eating the same. Lord have mercy. That's what I was thinking too, Lori Alex. Some plastic surgeons require you to lose weight before your surgery. Right. Now, I've known a couple of people who were big, and that's what they told me. That's what held them up, because the surgeon would not operate on them until they agreed to lose a certain amount. They want to know that you are serious about this weight loss, right? They don't want to go in there and just cutting all this stuff out, and then you coming back in 6 months with the same problem, right? So it does seem a little sketchy that the surgeon would even perform such a surgery on someone's stomach. See, I would be able to get something like that because my stomach is hard. I don't know. It's not like just pockets of fat. It's hard. So they say that comes from HIV or something. I don't know. I ain't going under no knife for no silly vanity stuff, so honey. What are you going to do when your stuff really starts falling apart? You're 38 years old, man. You 38 years old. You done had 2 liposuctions at 38. He won't put the fat on his booty. I guess they could pull it out of. He might not be telling us everything, honey. Sometimes I see these gay boys out here. Gay men don't do as much plastic surgery kind of stuff, but some of these gay boys, though, especially these white guys, they are getting. Well, I say white guys. That's not fair because I live in a Castro, so that's mostly what I see is white guys. But you can tell when they've had surgery done on their butt, they got the great big old round butt. Doesn't even look natural. It looks hard. And then oh, look at her cheeks. She got cheeks. Yeah. You can get addicted to that stuff, honey. If you feel like the answer is always going to be surgery, you can very easily get addicted to that. Look at Michael Jackson. He was the biggest star in the whole damn world. Biggest star in the whole world. And Michael Jackson was not an ugly man. He wasn't even unattractive. But he had all that money. And he started playing around with plastic surgery and ended up with no nose at all. The nose just fell off his head. Now, I'm sure that there were doctors telling Michael Jackson, listen, we shouldn't do anymore. We can't do anymore. But when we were seeing him, he had to tape a nose on. Plastic surgery addiction. Y'all seen them? Y'all see all the people on YouTube look like monsters? When you go to Beverly Hills, all those women of a certain age, they all pulled. Girl, can you smile? I guess you have unlimited funds. You can say, I'm going to go do some more. And maybe the first 2 or 3. I mean, Michael, I have to say, after that album, Off the Wall, I think it's when he had his first surgery. He looked good. He looked good for the first 2 or 3 surgeries. And then it started to show. Right? If he could have stopped then, but he probably had 20. I'm not going to say that. Justice Power. I ain't saying that. What's that? Metamucil. Take some Metamucil, honey. That's what I'm saying. At 38, you get the gym, honey. It wouldn't take them but some damn sit-ups. He said he put it on his credit card, so maybe he got a secret money handling problem. Right? I don't see him being the kind of person that can afford to do that kind of thing casually. Unless he's doing more with the club chat than we know about. You have to keep going back. I hate to see how all those fake butts will look. Girl, a lot of them fake butts do not look good. And if you can put in your search engine on YouTube and you'll see some of the failure surgeries. I don't even like when I see women with these hard ass. Sometimes I'm not saying that I watch porn or anything. I'm just saying I don't like it when it looks like it doesn't belong on your body. Big old hard things there. You got a hard butt, and it doesn't look like a natural body. Right? It might look beautiful in clothing. It dresses up nice, but doesn't look natural on many people. Now, I guess it depends on how much you spend too, and what shape your body's in. For some people, if they can afford it, they can go ahead and do it, honey. I don't see it for him. Credit card. So he gonna file bankruptcy again. He's had a history of filing bankruptcies. If you're spending money like this willy-nilly on bullshit ass liposuction because your pants got a size too big, girl, what are you doing in your finances? Credit card, that can be another addiction. You buy it, charge it. Just financing surgery cheap these days. I'll get sipping socialite. What are you telling all the tea, honey? He told Club Chat he gonna put him up on game. So, and then he said, I'm gonna show you how to pay cash. So I don't know. Maybe they got a payment plan or something like that. Something he done bumped into. I'm sure them more bullshit ass plastic surgeons. I mean, who would recommend that kind of thing? I guess if you go to a plastic surgery, that is their business. They're there to sell plastic surgery. So maybe they would see it differently than we do. But I've always thought of liposuction as somebody who really had a lot of extra weight on them. Mm-hmm. The poor are getting it too. Lord have mercy. You starting in your late 30s. Well, you already started. You already started about 36, right? These guys that I see in the Castro, though, you can tell, especially when they start messing with their face. They put the Botox. You know, white guys are like time they got small lips. They get the Botox. So they got the big old lips. Don't go with the face at all, honey. Cheekbone. They got injections all in their cheeks and stuff. You're so vain. They have payment plans. Mm-hmm. Most go to Miami. Well, he's going to Washington, D.C. He said his plastic surgery surgeon there is all booked up. They all put payment plans today. Uh-huh. Keep it in the closet there, sipping socialite. You're gonna get the ladies to going up there and checking into it. Y'all better wait to see what it looked like first. Dr. Curves in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. A lot of the trans girls, you know, they just get their fix-a-flat and build a booty. Mm-hmm. Cardi B starting to look funny too. Oh shit! I hope she don't. They hold on to that youth though. You know, I guess if you do it, you know, once or twice, but if you start fixing all your problems with plastic surgery, honey, it ain't gonna be that great. And look at all these damn rich women looking like monsters. They got all this makeup and shit. They got all these diamonds and stuff on, but the face is like a monster. You know, several young ladies who have gotten their bodies done. Well, I think it's different from women. I mean, women do plastic surgery. It's really not that common for men to do all that, though. I mean, we remember Burt Reynolds, right? There have been some people who make their living as actors or people in showbiz. Men do it some, but it's primarily been traditionally a woman's thing. We do a lot of plastic surgery, right? So maybe he thinks he is a woman. Hi, Robbie, or what was that? Arthur Rails. Mm-hmm. Looked like cats. Remember the cat lady? Who was that lady in New York? Looked like her face was so pulled, honey. Her eyes was all pulled. She couldn't even smile. And she was a multi-millionaire. What a waste. And then after a while, you can't do nothing about it. What could they do for Michael Jackson's face? His nose done fell off. You can't just put another nose on there. Age gracefully, people. Shit. Mm-hmm. Little Kim, she don't even look like the same person. You look at her old picture and her new picture, she don't look like the same person. So what happens when you start aging naturally? Then you got these big old lumps in there stuck up high. They don't look natural. God designed this thing so we age. Now, some people become even more beautiful as they get older. Particularly men. A lot of men, they look better older than they did when they were younger. But when you got all this plastic and all this stuff in there, child, it's not going to age naturally. Joan Rivers, yeah, she was pulled, honey. Mm-hmm. All that's. Let me see. The alien is talking. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Bring that back. What she say? The alien is talking about me. What alien? Michelle the alien Brown? Lord have mercy. Which alien? My moderator took you out, Justice Power. I think I got it, though. I'm going to check it out. One of them monsters over there fucking with me? Uh-huh. The alien over there talking shit, huh? As far as I know, the only one I called an alien was, there was Rebel Son and Michelle the alien Brown. We'll have to go and see what they're saying. Sometimes they tickle me. Anyway, people, I just want to come here and give you an update. Okay, so April shooting has been canceled, non-existent, and now the big plan is to meet up in Vegas, which this is actually the Vegas trip. And so we don't know if the Vegas trip is being merged with the show, or if filming will take place in Vegas. We don't know. This will be the first year that they're doing the show, and the VEGASGATE. But initially, when they started this thing, they were going to be associated. So that was the original offer. Come to Vegas. We'll see. Right? All right, you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for coming in. And consult your doctors before you do anything. Later.